Alright guys, so one of the best sleeping stacks out there has to be the ZMA complex, which is zinc, magnesium, B6. That combination really seems to help kind of calm the brain down, bring the cortisol levels down at night. And the best dosages are usually 15 mgs of zinc, 400 magnesium, although a lot of people are better off starting off at like 200 and then working up from there. And that's kind of like the base stack, if you like. That's the one I recommend everyone has, really, because there's not really any issues that come with it. Whereas the more advanced stuff like melatonin, which is literally a hormone, it's not a dietary thing, that can cause problems if you take it for long enough. If you take it for like a few weeks, it's probably fine. But if you take a melatonin for like 6 months at a time, it'll stop your own production of melatonin. So probably not the best idea. Glycine is another one. That's a good addition to the ZMA like base stack. Glycine is good at, I would start off at 1 gram and then work your way up to 3 if you need it. That's a definitely a good addition. Quite a few guys who have kids are asking questions like, do you have any advice for a guy with a newborn? The thing is, what works for sleep is what works for sleep. It's kind of like if I tell you to eat meat, eggs, fish, greens to boost your testosterone, from the diet standpoint, and then you say, but what's a good diet for a newborn father? It doesn't change the answer. The answer's still, the foods still work. It's just you might have to change the logistics of how you get that food. Same thing with sleep. Certain things work for sleep, certain things don't. It's probably just one of those things you'll have to work around for a while and do what you can. I'm not really sure the typical father is gonna have any magic solution for this. If you've got a new kid, a baby, then you're just gonna have to do what you can for the first year or so. And from what I hear, things get easier after that. So do what you can to bring the cortisol down, especially in the evening. That's the goal. Make sure you're getting your fruit in the evening, getting some kind of carbs. I don't recommend going keto. You're just not going to sleep properly, especially with kids. So definitely do that. Don't train too close to bed. Keep everything dark. Make sure your room resembles a cave, like basic stuff. With the sleep stack, with the glycine, chamomile tea is another one to look at. Maybe melatonin just for a while, but you don't want to use it as a crutch. That should be in addition to the other stuff. But that is my advice for sleep. Obviously, I can get into a lot more detail, and that's what I do with the consulting, the 3 consulting options. But that is kind of my base advice for most guys.